Hello everybody, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. My name is Goretti and I am the counselor at Butterfly Project. I just wanted to do a video today in regards to drinking water. Now, I don't do this often enough, and so this has kind of been something that I've really been working on in the last few weeks. And I have found, an improvement in my energy levels and just overall how my body is functioning. So, yeah, I'm in my car today. It's really windy outside, and I just was out and about. So I thought I would do this now, and this way I have air conditioning. So, speaking of that, we do actually need more water when, it's hot out, we're sweating, or maybe we're doing, physical activity. We need more than our daily limit. Now, I know you can just Google, based on like your age and your weight, and if you're male or female, you can Google the amounts that you actually need. It's usually around like anywhere from like 6 to 8 cups of water, maybe 10 depending. So I actually have a water reminder on my smartwatch, so I found that to be super helpful. If you don't have one, you can always use the reminders on your phone, just saying drink water, because sometimes we forget. Like when I'm really busy and I got lots going on, sometimes I even forget to eat. So we're definitely going to forget to drink water. That's going to be pretty common. So, one of the things is we are 80% water. Our body is 80% water. Everybody thinks, that we have muscle and all these other things. Yes, but within that muscle is water. So this is why we can, have things like gaining a bunch of water weight overnight, and losing a bunch of water weight overnight. So, and as you all know, from buying like a case of water bottles, water is quite heavy, right? So 80% of our body is made up of water. And we, the other thing about water is when we're drinking enough, you'll know you're drinking enough. And, sorry, I got to talk about this, to talk about water, but when we're drinking enough water, we'll know based on the color of our pee, right? So the pee could either be a pale yellow or clear. That's how you know you're getting enough. If it's none of those, then you're not getting enough water. If you are drinking coffee, okay, or dark teas, you need to drink a cup of water for every cup that you drink. So that's the other factor that you need to take into account. So let's say, for instance, you're supposed to be drinking 8 cups of water a day and you have 2 cups of coffee. That means now you need to drink 10 cups of water a day, right? And they say that it's always best to drink a cup of water after you've had a cup of coffee, just to kind of clear it out of your system. So our body needs water. Since we're 80% made up of water, our body desperately needs, water to be able to function properly. So our organs cannot function optimally without enough water. So as I've been doing research on health and, increasing our health and longevity, I came across so many different things that, we need water. And if we don't have enough water, things like our liver can't function properly, our pancreas, our digestive system, we can't digest properly, we can't get the same, nutrients through our food if we're eating healthy foods. We can't, our heart even can't function properly, like our veins can't function properly. All of these things can't function properly. So, when I was looking into things like fatigue, one of the things about fatigue is actually that. It is that you're not drinking enough water, so your blood pressure comes down. There isn't enough to kind of push for your heart to be pushing, the blood through your veins. So, any blood pressure issues, lots of times, water, we start to get headaches, right? Our brain isn't getting enough water. So our organs can't function properly if we're not getting the proper amount of water. Another thing is if you have dry skin, dry scalp, that sort of thing, you'll also notice that when you start drinking more water, your skin starts to look healthier and more youthful, actually. So we need water as well for our skin, and actually our skin is the biggest organ of our body, right? So water is very important for all of our organs to be able to function properly. And I think so many of us take for granted things like our heart pumping, every day, and our lungs working, and our brain functioning, and the veins pumping blood through our body. I think so many of us really just take that for granted, and I know that even I am at fault for that. Sorry about the hair, it was super windy today. So yeah, it's vitally important that we get enough water in our bodies for our organs to function properly. I can't stress that enough. So if you're not feeling well, if you maybe want to notice that you're getting more wrinkles, or you're not looking as youthful, if you're feeling sluggish and tired, if you're just not feeling optimal, you're not feeling up to how you usually feel, then I would say definitely look at how much water you're drinking. Like it's such a simple tweak, it's such a simple fix for so many things that we don't even realize. Like even our hair is better, and our nails, and all of that is so much better when we're getting the proper amount of water. So think about that. Would you let your car go without oil? No. Right? Cars need oil to function, and the engine needs the oil, or else it's the pistons or whatever are rubbing against the metal, and then you get metal slivers in your engine, and that can cause havoc and all these different things, right? I'm not an auto person, but so these things can happen, and that's just to our vehicle. And so we always make sure to stay on top of okay, you need to make sure you top up your water, oil, you need to make sure that you take your vehicle in for an oil change, all that kind of stuff, right? So we need to ask ourselves, we're taking care of our vehicles better than we're taking care of ourselves. Drinking water every day is like putting gas in your car. You cannot drive if there's no gas in your car. And the maintenance of your car's engine is, oil changes and things like that. Make sure that there's enough oil. Well, if you're not doing that for yourself, if you're not drinking water, you're not going to function at your optimal level. You're not going to have that health that you want. We take it for granted because we do kind of get away with it a lot. I think, maybe our body's getting, the bare minimum through fruits and vegetables that we're eating, or maybe, soups and things like that. But what I can say is that only lasts so long. As you start to age, as you get older, or as time goes on, your body's going to start showing you things saying hey, I can't keep going like this. I can't keep surviving on the bare minimum like this. So water is very important for our survival. We definitely need it to be able to function. And in summertime especially, we need it even more because we're sweating, we're in the heat. And if we're doing any activities, gardening, playing sports, all that kind of stuff, even just, sitting outside in the sun, we need more water. So take a look at your pee. Is it pale yellow? Pale yellow? Is it clear? great, you're getting enough water. And if it's not, or if there's any foul smell, that's actually a sign of your kidneys and liver not working properly. So that means you definitely need to ramp up how much water you're drinking, and also probably go see a doctor. But definitely, if it's very dark yellow, you need to drink a lot more water. So one final thing is, there's something called living water. Okay, and I didn't know this, but there's different like enzymes and chemistry that happens to water when we add certain things to it. Excuse me. I need to drink some water. I didn't bring it with me out here, so see, I'm at fault for it too. Sorry about that. I had to take a sip of my coffee, which after I'm done that, I will have a full glass of water, I promise. So living water is when you put any kind of fruit, vegetable in your water. So and it has to be a little bit more significant than just like mint leaves. Mint leaves is great as well, but doing things like cucumber slices, or watermelon, or the classic lemon or lime. Honestly, lemon water, there's so much research on that and how it affects our bodies in such a positive way. It's so healthy. Lemon water is like one of the best things that you can drink. So that's actually called living water, and it does something different to our body than what's called dead water, which is just like water from the tap or even filtered water. It doesn't have in it what we need. And so living water, throw some lemon slices, maybe some cucumber slices in your water. I do that actually every single day. So drink more water, everybody. Stay healthy, stay safe. Hopefully this was a helpful reminder for you all. I know we all probably know this, but it's nice to be reminded of it. I know I need that, constant reminder as well. Hopefully this was helpful to you, and I, as always, if you can please like, share, and subscribe, and I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.